Well, my older brother, he's a special guy. He shaves his head, he's got ink under his eye. He's even got a tattoo on the top of his skull. Now, he's done some things that made me stand in awe, but my favoriteest story of them all was the time he tried to bring home a wild skunk. Well, he got it in his head it would make a good pet if he could just get it home and maybe to the vet. But the way things came about, he didn't think it through. He was hunting for rattlesnakes to make him a pet, but he wound up with a skunk instead. When he saw the skunk, he just grabbed it with his bare hands. When he picked it up, something pink poked out. He pointed it at his friend and said, "What's this all about?" And then it sprayed directly at the man's face. It barely missed him and went over his shoulder. It was almost dark and it was getting colder, so they packed up the skunk and they were ready to go. Now, to get it home was a 2-hour drive. The cab was full and they were scared to ride because skunk juice was pulling up at the bottom of the bucket. Now, I only wish that I could have seen the sight of them rolling down I-17, hanging out the window, just gagging and puking and crying. Well, he got it home, he had to get it to the door, but the problem was he was on the 3rd floor of the apartment building that his new friend was gonna live. Well, they got him inside to give him a bath without stopping to think about the aftermath of trying to give a bath to a skunk with your bare hands. Finally, Marty had been sprayed enough, and for how dumb they were being, they weren't tough enough to finish giving that little poor skunk a bath. He dropped the skunk and it got out, sprayed his apartment from the inside out. It was time to put that skunk back outside. When he opened the door, the skunk ran down the stairs, and all of his neighbors were painfully aware as they stood by watching the events unfold. The window was down on his neighbor's ride, and they all watched the skunk jump inside, but as they sprung into action, they knew just what to do. He quickly put the car in drive to the edge of the street. He pulled to the side, Dusty opened the door, and the skunk went on his way. Now, my brother and my cousin had to learn a hard lesson since the skunk sprayed all of his possessions. They both had to pretty much start their life over again. But the lesson to take away in this fable is we should all avoid skunks if we're able. And definitely don't try to take one home and turn it into a cat.